Hearth and Home is here after many months of waiting, and today we're going to cover what the update included and my opinion of if I think it's worth coming back to the game. If you don't want to know everything in this update, then look away. You have been warned. Let's dive in. After many delays, Hearth and Home is finally here, and they've added lots of new content into the game. Question is it enough to bring you back? Let's start by covering what they have added into the new update. First up, we have a new mob in the game called Growth. These are as disgusting as they sound, being monsters similar to Tues in the swamp, except they live in the plains in pools of tar, as if the plains weren't dangerous enough. If you are caught in the tar, you will receive the tar debuff, which will slow you for 10 seconds. If you are hit by the Growth's attacks, you will receive not only the slow, but also a poison similar to their close cousins, the Tues. They will fire in quick succession, making melee impossible to defeat these mobs. Ranged is definitely recommended here. Also, you can't just grab the tar, as it will be stuck. I found making a land bridge to collect was the easiest way after you've dealt with the mobs. Why put yourself at risk? For tar, of course. With this new resource, we have new building blocks, which moves us nicely onto what new building items have been added in the update. Well, we have new shingle roofing, which will cost a couple of pieces of wood and 1 tar each block. The dark theme will echo throughout the other buildables. Wooden shutters have been added for windows. Dark wood gates have been added, which look very grand. We have this new cage 1x1 and 2x2 block, as well as a floor or ceiling block to play with as well. Finally, somewhere you can lock away those pesky grey dwarfs. Dark wood beams, long and short, and horizontal are available. We have these dark wood dividers. I wonder how these would be used in your builds. Some of my favourite additions are these new adornments, the wolf head and the raven. Finally, we have crystal walls. Yes, we now have a use for crystal. And inverted wooden walls, and not to forget, the dark wood arch. All looking good so far, but let's move on to something more exciting. Weapons. Perhaps the most exciting addition here is the crystal battle axe, finally giving us a practical use for crystal from the stone golems in the mountains. They are not easy to kill, and now we have a reward to show for that. This will require 30 silver, 40 ancient bark, and 10 crystal. This will be craftable after the 3rd boss bone mass, and will need a level 3 forge to craft. But this battle axe looks absolutely insane. I love this weapon, and as soon as I make this in my Rags to Riches playthrough on Twitch, I'll be using it as a primary weapon. Feel free to stop on by. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, starting at 1 o'clock PST time. I hope to see you there. We now also have a silver knife, which bridges the gap between the abyssal razor and the black metal knife. I don't know how many people that use the dagger as a primary weapon, but reading the patch notes, they have now balanced the DPS of all weapons in a tier. So maybe now is the time to try. Now, perhaps the best thing that came from this update, and I think you may already know what this is. Riding loxes. Once you are in the plains and can acquire black metal, linen thread and some leather scrap, you are able to craft a lox saddle. This can be placed on a tame lox and ridden around. This does also introduce a new skill, riding. The stamina use and speed is directly correlated to your riding skill. You can attack with the loxes, but it seems to be a little bit fiddly at this moment of time, as you just have to kind of walk up to the target and wait for the lox to start attacking. Death Skeetos, however, become roadkill with this big boy, if charged correctly. This opens up a lot of doors for the future. When will the day come when we can fly on a drake? There's a lot more to cover here, being new shields, new functional items, and of course the food changes. To keep my videos short and sweet, I've split this into 2 parts. If you have enjoyed, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Until next time, take care and all the best. I'll see you in part 2.